Sophie lived in a quiet, warm town where it never snowed. Every winter, she would dream of waking up to a blanket of soft white snow covering her world. But year after year, the skies stayed clear, and the warmth never faded. One cold night, Sophie woke to a strange feeling. Tiny snowflakes brushed against her cheeks. She opened her eyes and gasped. Her room was filled with snowflakes, sparkling like little stars. They danced in the air, swirling around her bed, glowing faintly in the moonlight. Sophie slipped out of bed and followed the trail of snowflakes out of her house. The air was crisp, and her breath formed little clouds in front of her. As she walked down the street, the snowflakes led her to a shimmering light in the distance. There, standing in the middle of the road, was a tiny, glowing figure. "Hello, Sophie," the figure called, her voice soft as a winter breeze. "I'm a snow sprite. I've come to take you on an adventure." Sophie smiled in amazement. "Where are we going?" she asked. The snow sprite giggled and pointed to a forest in the distance. "To the Snowfall Forest, where winter magic begins. Tonight, you're going to help bring snow to the warmest places on Earth." Sophie followed the snow sprite into the forest, where tall trees shimmered with frost, and the ground glistened like diamonds under the moonlight. The deeper they ventured, the more magical the forest became. Snowflakes floated like glowing lanterns, lighting their path. "Look," the snow sprite pointed to a grand tree at the heart of the forest. It stood tall and proud, covered in sparkling snow. "This is the Snowfall Tree. Every winter, its branches hold the first snow of the season. But the magic is fading, Sophie. We need your help to spread the snow to places that have never seen it before." Sophie reached up and touched one of the snow-covered branches. It was cold, but it felt soft and gentle. The snow sprite handed her a crystal vial. "Fill this with snow from the tree. We will travel to warm places together and spread winter's magic." With the vial in hand, Sophie and the snow sprite traveled across the world. They visited tropical beaches, deserts, and faraway lands where people had never seen snow. Sophie sprinkled the snowflakes gently, and with every touch, the air grew cooler. And snow began to fall. She watched as children in these warm places looked up in awe, their faces glowing with joy as they saw snow for the first time. Snowflakes twirled around palm trees, danced over desert dunes, and covered city streets in a soft, quiet blanket. Finally, after their long journey, Sophie and the snow sprite returned to the Snowfall Forest. The Snowfall Tree stood tall, its branches now bare but glowing with a soft, peaceful light. "Thank you, Sophie," the snow sprite said with a smile. "You've helped bring the magic of winter to places that never knew it." Sophie smiled, feeling proud and content. "I've always wanted to see snow, and now you've helped others see it too," the snow sprite replied. "Now, it's time for you to go back home." Sophie nodded, feeling the cool snowflakes begin to swirl around her once more. In the blink of an eye, she was back in her warm room, snowflakes still gently falling from the ceiling. As she drifted back to sleep, a soft smile curled on her lips, and outside her window, the world glowed with fresh, magical snow.